Now let's look at our concordant pairs. Now notice when we're looking at concordant pairs, we only have to look at the pairs that were permissible, because only the permissible pairs are comparable. And so now we'll see concordance. And remember, concordance is, does the patient with the worst outcome have the higher risk score? And let's try to determine whether that's the case. So for AC, we have the risks as 0.65 and 0.7, and the worst outcome was for patient C, and so that's going to be AC is concordant. Then we have pair AE, and for AE we can see that the worst outcome was for E, and E had the higher risk score, so AE is also going to be a concordant pair. Now let's look at BC. So for BC, we have both of them events and the higher risk assigned to B, but B has the longer survival time, so this is not a concordant pair. Finally, let's look at BE. In BE, we have the higher risk assigned to B, but that's the longer survival time, so that is also not a concordant pair. Let's look at CD now. CD, we have the worst outcome for C, and C has the higher risk, so this is going to be a concordant pair. Finally, we have CE, where the worst outcome is for C and the higher risk is for E, so this is not a concordant pair. Let's look at whether we have any ties. We don't have any ties because we have been through all of the pairs at this point. So here we're just going to write none. And so remember, our formula for the C index is going to be the number of concordant pairs. Here we have 3 concordant pairs plus the number of risk ties. We can see we have no risk ties over here, and so that's going to be 0.5 times 0, and our denominator is going to have the number of permissible pairs, which in this case were 6, and so we have our C index of 3/6, which is equal to 0.5.